Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we are going to have another 3v3 Iron Man. It's a pretty big one this time. It's going to be $600 per team, so the winning team will walk away with $600, and the losing team is going to walk away losing $600. Now this was between Team 1, Team Luxury, versus Team 2, Team the Pranky Boys. This is a big Iron Man. I think that we're going to start seeing some more of these, because right after this one ended, there was a whole bunch of people like, yo, I'm trying to play these big Iron Mans. So let's find out. If more of these happen, you already know I'm going to post them. But make sure to go check out the Coliseum Discord, the link down below at the very top of the description. If you want to go ahead and play in any of these future Ironmans, you know, maybe a little bit smaller wages, but we're going to see Nesh versus the Pranky Boys up first. Hopping right in, we're going to see Nesh win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and we'll decide to go first. 43 versus 40, opening hands. We have Polly, opening, Snow, Tragedy, and Droplet. And they have Ogre, Rescue Cat, Talents, Nerval, and Nib. Now, like, multiple things. One, it's crazy that we're seeing a Tri-Brigade brought into a $600 Iron Man. Also, you wouldn't want to put Tri-Brigade up first. Then we're going to see the Despia deck. This deck has been, getting improved a lot. Definitely a lot. Also, they're playing Ogre and Nib in their deck, which is, like, kind of outdated. Ogre's not very good. Nib can somewhat be justified depending on how many other hand traps you're playing. Then we're going to see Aluber and trap. Someone else calls it Jester. Let's go. But get the effects. Go search Adlib. And then go search Branded Fusion. Then go main phase. Also, this team, Team Luxury, has like Nesh, Pack, and Jesse Cotton. The other team, I don't know any of their names. So, I wish I did. But they're just the Pranky Boys. They're going to have Fawn of Alabaz. And then Courier. Bring out Lubellion. Lubellion effect. Discard Snow, which is a crazy discard. And then put those back. Bring out Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade effect. Send to Banish. And then activate Polly. Polly will go ahead and get rid of those. Bring out Dragostapelia. And then Adlib effect, special summon back up from the grave. The crazy part is this is their 5th summon, so they will be able to get hit with Nib, which is usually like a card that doesn't do anything against this deck unless they're trying to like push through a board and do a lot of damage. But end of main, activate Nib, and then they can't use the graveyard effect of this because it has to be fusion summoned, but it wasn't fusion summoned, it was special summoned back off of Adlib. Then obviously they're going to chain the effect in response to dump well, not obviously, but they're going to use the effect in response to dump Ash Dragon, banish Dragostapelia, Nib comes out, pass over token, thinking in main phase still, and then end phase, they're going to get Abalon effect, and then Abalon is going to go set Brandon in red, and then activate Snow to banish, so they're going to banish the token, Snow send token for, well, banish, you can't do that, but you can. You can't banish some like face down off of like evenly, which is why a lot of people think that you can't banish off of Snow. And then they're going to get the effect to go search, so grab the Shrouded Dragon. And then Ash Dragon effect, that's going to special summon out from the deck, bring out Fawn of Albaz. And then Fawn of Albaz effect, discard Shrouded, go ahead and go into Branded. And, like, you can see how the deck is, like, slowly starting to get optimized more and more. Like, we didn't see this in the deck list at the beginning. We didn't see this in the deck at the beginning. I think, like, playing a bigger engine of the branded stuff is kind of needed. Like, the small engine is cool. It's efficient, right? If you resolve Branded Fusion, it's efficient in what it does. But if you get stopped, boo, you've lost the game. So, this stuff helps you push through. I don't know. Do I think this is the most optimized build? No. Why? Because it's for sure going to get, like, people are going to keep optimizing it, 100%. There's definitely more to go with this. Bring out Mirror Jade. And I mean, that's pretty good. Pass, draw Revolt. Go main phase. They have Mirror Jade. They have Rescue Cat. They have Branded in red to keep going. They do have Droplet. And we're just going to see them admit defeat so that way they don't reveal what deck they're on. Next game, we're going to see Prank Kid go first. Or Prank Kid. Wow. Tri-Brigade go first. I was about to say that Nesh probably thinks that the opponent's on Prank Kid because, like, first of all, they got hit with Nib. The only kind of decks I would play Nib right now are decks that can play a lot of hand traps alongside of it. 2, they're playing 40 cards. 3, their name is the Pranky Boys. So, feel like they would assume that. But this hand's awkward. Yeah, at least it does something. Go for Mirage. Nerval effect. Go search. And then grab Fractal. Fractal effect, get rid of itself, dump Kit, and then Kit effect to go send. So we can see that they are playing the Fusion Destiny stuff over like the Despia or the branded cards in the deck. Bring on Enforcer, set Revolt, pass, and they still kept Nibbin. Draw Branded in red. Maybe they just didn't have anything better to like side in over it. Activate opening, and then opening resolves, get rid of Edgem, Chain, bring out Aluber, and then Aluber and Chain effect. So Chain's going to go search for Patchwork, and then Aluber, search Branded Lost. And this is another card that wasn't in the deck at the very beginning, but now it's a card that probably should be in the main deck as a one-of. Like, the more that I've been watching this card in the replays, the more it's like, yo, this card's an insane one-of. Like, when you already have Branded Fusion, you just search Lost, and then Lost helps you out a lot. And then also it gets you searches, it gets you a negate through searching the carrier. Activate Patchwork, search Poly and Edgem Chain. Now activate Branded Lost, activate Enforcer, and like, you know, they kind of have to, right? Because if they don't Enforcer here, then they just go Branded Fusion. Branded Fusion, summon out Lubellion. It's Meltdown, so Lubellion will resolve, they can't respond. Summon Mirror Jade, on Mirror Jade summon Banish Enforcer. Can't respond, by the way. And they're going to get a search. They can search a monster negate. So they're going to Enforcer, pop Lost, and like, that's fine because now you just Enforcer, pop Lost. Activate Poly. And then that's going to get rid of 3. Go for Guardian Chimera. And then just Chimera effect, not using Tragedy. Probably because they figure that they don't really need to search anything from deck. Also, they can use the Graveyard effect to banish to go set. They can set like Branded Lost and then use it. But activate Revolt. And then they're not going to go for Omen because Guardian Chimera is going to pop, but they don't have anything banished, so they can't search. So probably just going to go for Blossom here. Because if Blossom gets popped, then they get to draw one. And they still need to activate Revolt, so that way they can get Nerval effect. So go for Blossom, resolve Guardian, draw Shrouded Dragon, Patchwork, popping the Mirage. You don't want to pop Blossom because then they get a draw. You know, they can draw into something good. And then Nerval and Kit. Said okay. So dump Fractal, search Fractal. I guess just trying to chain block the Nerval. And then Tragedy effect. Banish to go set, and that's going to set the Branded Lost. Activate Lost, and then activate the Branded Fusion. So Fusion will go ahead, dump Snow and Fawn of Albaz, and Snow is an insane interruption, especially here when you've pushed through a lot of your opponent's stuff. And then effects, so go search Carrier, which beats the Nib, and then Banish to bring out Mirror Jade. And then go Battle Phase. So we're going to see Mirror Jade effect, send to banish, and then attack, and then Guardian Chimera attack directly. So taking away a lot of life points here, putting them at 17, and then being able to go ahead and snow. And the thing is even if this last card in hand is like Bell or dotKuro, they could use snow again. And then if like And they also have a monster negate, so like there's just nothing that stops them there. Next name is Ash FTK. Okay, so next we're gonna go ahead and watch Nesh versus Ash FTK, and we are going to see. Okay, we're gonna see Ash FTK win the rock paper scissors shoot. They're gonna go first, 43 versus 60. Opening hands, we have Aluber, Patchwork, Fawn of Albaz, Temple, and Griffin. They have Fateful Adventure, Fansies, Fusion Destiny, Prank Kids Place, and then Destiny Hero Celestial. So they are going to go ahead and go main phase. Activate Fateful Adventure, normal summon, gain the chain block, not getting Ash FTK'd here, not today. And then effects, so 1, 2, go search Draco back. And then they're going to get the dump to summon out Roxy's. Turn those into Doodle, and Roxy's. So they're going to banish the field spell to draw Nib and bring out Fire. Grab Prank. So chooses to not banish Draco back. And then turn those into Dagda. See, this is just weird to me. Because could they not have just Doodle Tribute to add back to, right? Or add back either two. And then Pranks, discard, token, make Dagda. So then, like, you have the same thing that you have right now, but you also have a Prank Kid in hand for follow-up, right? Which is just nice. And if you get hit with Nib, or not Nib, I guess, not Nib, you can get hit with Nib, Bell, Ogre, you still have Fateful to get the extra body. Like, grab Temple, discard Temple, make Dagda, Scythe Lock anyways. You may as well have the extra prank body, right? Fusion Destiny, chain Dagda, and then set Scythe, dump bricks, bring out Enforcer, activate Pranks, end phase, Pranks effect, so shuffle back and draw. Getting the end on Scythe is very strong against this deck though, because otherwise this deck can really break through a lot of the boards that you're putting up. They draw Nib Ogre. The hand traps though don't do a lot against this deck. Ogre hits this stuff. It definitely hits the Brave Token stuff. Draws Branded Fusion, draw phase, Enforcer effect. So we know that Branded Fusion is not going to do anything now that this was done right away. So effects, and then Temple. So Temple's going to banish to go search for right. And then activate Patchwork. Patchwork, go search Poly, and then search the Edgem chain. Now Griffin Rider to special summon itself out. Normal summon out Aluber. So not activating right this turn, because you either have to decide between right or Aluber, and right doesn't really do anything. Like, you can out Dagda, you can't bounce Scythe, otherwise you get Scythe locked again. Aluber also allows you to go ahead and search out the Branded in red, which allows you to play on the opponent's turn. Battle phase, attack over Dagda, and then Aluber to attack in the Scythe, just to put the Despia name in graveyard to be able to activate Branded in red. And then they're thinking, they're going to set 3, pass, draw Nib, Dasher, summon out Nib. I mean, that's a big body. It always feels good to draw a Nib when you have Dasher, just because, like, it's crazy. Like, a big body for free. Standby phase, bring out Enforcer, and then go main phase. Also, last turn, they just never did this to grab Temple, discard Temple, search right, which is a free body, which is not just a free body, but it's a free body, which would then perform a negate on this turn. So, like, forgetting that's huge. Like, the turn one was just opposite of what you're supposed to do. And a $600 wager. Go ahead, attack Griffin. On the attack, activate Branded in red. They have to chain Enforcer here to pop Griffin, otherwise Guardian Chimera could become a problem. So go ahead, chain Enforcer effect. Pop Griffin. And they're going to get the add back Aluber. We'll resolve this, and then we'll activate Enforcer graveyard effect. So bring out Lubellion. Lubellion, Chainlink 1, Enforcer, Chainlink 2. and that goes. So put back, and then bring out Mirror Jade. Edge him, chain effect now. That was discarded off the Lubellion to go search Patchwork. I like this. Like, this card's really good. Patchwork is insane. Gain the search Poly in a fusion deck, and gain the search Edge him, chain, which like then searches Patchwork, which then searches Edge him, chain, and Poly again. Main phase 2, Fateful Adventure to grab Temple. Discard Temple, Temple effect vanish. Hey, at least they remembered this turn though. They should also have a Prank Kid in hand though. Yeah, definitely some differences. Activate, summon out token. I would have done this a tad bit differently, for sure. Mirror Jade. Also, I also wouldn't have played Prank Kid in this because it's so bad versus Despia. Like, maybe you have one Prank Kid on the lineup, right? But if you're going up against Despia, you just don't put it in, and you know that you're going to get counterpicked by them choosing Despia to play versus your Prank Kid. So you really have like one good match with Prank Kid. End phase, Pranks to shuffle back and draw. And then draws right. Ash Dragon at end phase to go summon out the Fawn of Albaz. And then Fawn of Albaz effect, discard the Patchwork that was searched for free, chain Ogre, and Ogre is nice versus this. It's like never comes up though. Draw opening. And then standby phase, bring out Enforcer. Main phase, activate right. So right's gonna special summon out a token and then bring out Fateful. Fateful effect to go search. So that's gonna grab Temple. And then discard Temple, Temple effect, banish to go search. So I think this is just going to be like the discard for opening, right? Yeah, activate opening. And then discard right, special summon out Aluber, and Fateful. Fateful, grab Draco back, and then Aluber, go search Branded in red. Now activate Branded in red. That's going to go through, so add back Fallen of Albaz, and then get rid of those two. Go for Lubellion. Lubellion effect, discard Draco back, free discard. And then they're going to get to shuffle back the Fallen of Albaz and Ash to bring out the Dracostapelia. Draco back effect to equip. And then Draco back effect, target Enforcer, chain Enforcer, and then they're going to chain Dracostapelia. So this probably should have just been used before. They definitely did not expect Dracostapelia to come out. Otherwise they would have, but like, it wasn't like that hard of a read that this was going to come out. It's like this can bring out a lot of different things, but I decided to let that go. Mirror Jade, attack Scythe. And then they're just going to pass. So they only summon 4 times also, which plays around the nib. Draws Parallel Exceed. This is something that was made a little bit more popular at Charlotte. No, I think there was 1 top with it, possibly 2. Fateful effect. Go grab Griffin. Well, there was definitely 1 top with it. I know that. Then discard nib. Activate right. So summon token. And then Griffin effect to special summon out. That goes through. So bring that out. Link all those off into Unicorn. Unicorn effect, discard Parallel target. Chain Dracostapelia target. Has no level, can still negate. Yup. I know more rulings about this card than I do about most cards, because I actually looked up all the rulings on this and talked about a lot of rulings with this like 2 days ago, because the access code question that I had, I wanted to make sure I knew. Access code would still keep its attack if you use this effect on it, but yeah, it doesn't have to have a level for it to negate. So Unicorn is negated now. Activates Celestial effect. Banish to draw. Draws into water and 1-for-1. Normal summon out water. On summon Mirror Jade to go smack that. And then, yeah, they admit defeat. Weird. We're going to see Prank Kid go first in game 2, opening hands. We have Fallen of Albaz, Poly, Cosmic, Called By, and Snow. They have Right, Fire, Imperm, Crossout, and Dasher. So opens up Prank Kid, Right, Crossout. That's like the most safe opening you can have. Like, it feels hard to lose when you draw like that. Go for Meow, and then Fire Effect, Chainlink 1, Fateful Chainlink 2, go grab Draco back, and then Special Summon out Water, and then Fateful Effect to go Surge, Griffin, and then discard, effect to re-equip. Yeah, you want to special summon out that Griffin before you link away, because then you start playing in the nib. Go for Doodle, and then Doodle effect, Water effect. So gang 1,000, special summon out, and then go search pranks. Doodle, Tribute, add back Water and Fire. Okay. Okay, so assign the not dumb fusion spell and then add that back. So let's wait. So yeah, go ahead, grab that. So just decide to not go for fusion spell against this deck. Activate pranks, discard Water, summon token. And get rid of that. Go for Link Karibo. Get rid of those. Go for Anaconda. Anaconda effect. Pay 2,000. Hey, you know, I'm all down to see this. I'm all down to see Anaconda, Griffin, Pass, and Prank Kid. And then set 2. End phase. Pranks. So Pranks is gonna shuffle back and draw. Draws into Veiler. Ooh, that's nice. Enforcer, popping Anaconda. Enforcer decides to not Scythe Lock. I mean, maybe they were like, I Scythe Locked last game and lost, so why Scythe Lock again? But it's like insane to Scythe Lock your opponent. Like that that had to have been the play, right? Like you Scythe Lock, then you should be good. But draw phase, Cosmic. Let's see, let's gamble. Let's find out. We target Crossout. Chain Crossout, call right. Yeah, it's banished. Called By on DPE. Chain Griffin. And then that comes out. Main phase, so, you know, trying to hit Sight there. But also D-Barrier. You know, if you target D-Barrier, then they chain it, call Fusion, right? Then they don't get DPE back. So that's something to definitely think about. We're going to see them normal summon Aluber. Aluber effect Chainlink 1. Veiler Chainlink 2. And then on resolution, they're going to activate Poly. The opponent's going to Chain Enforcer. Pop the Aluber. And then get rid of those. Go ahead, bring out this. And then effect the DPE. Chain Imperm, and that's game. Because they have nothing left. And they can't like chain Snow and do anything off of it. So going on to game 3, Nestor's going to go first. Opening hands, we have Opening, Patchwork, Branded Fusion, Poly, and Adlib. They have Veiler, Water, Fire, Nib, Temple. Once again, Nib is not very good against this deck. Not going to be a horrible hand. Activate Opening, and then Opening is going to discard, special summon out Aluber effect. Go search. They can't Veiler because it's draw phase. Go search Branded Lost. Main phase, activate Patchwork to grab Poly, and then grab the Edgem Chain. Then activate Branded Lost, activate Branded Fusion. Fusion does resolve here. So Fusion will go ahead, dump Snow and Fallen of Albaz, summon out Abalon, and then they're going to activate Effect and Effect. So go grab the Fallen of Albaz off of Branded Lost, and then banish 2 to go into Masquerade. Activate Poly, get rid of Fallen of Albaz and that, go into Mirror Jade, and yeah, it's pretty good. being able to end on something that's going to burn your opponent and come back. It's pressure. Mirror Jade. Banish. Has Snow to banish. When they do branded in red on the opponent's turn, they're going to be able to get branded Lost to search, which will be a negate because we know that they play the carrier, and then once they use the negate, they can then drop Snow, and then they can get carrier effect to go search. So there's a lot here. It may not seem like a lot, but it's kind of a lot. And this is also Guardian Chimera, if they want it to be. They do draw Droplet, though. Activate Temple, banish, and then, you gotta pay 600. Go search right. Activate right, summon token. This card's pretty nice versus pranks. Like the Andres Torres setting up double of these versus prank kids at the YCS. Kinda crazy. Grab Griffin, and then discard Nib. Griffin effect special summon itself out. You gotta pay 600 again, but they're gonna Mirror Jade out the token. And then in response, chain Droplet, getting rid of just one. And that goes through. So go ahead and negate that. And then Fateful effect. Fateful, go grab Draco back, just equipping it from deck. You don't want to add it to hand and equip it, you're going to pay an extra 600. And then activate the branded in red. Grab back Ad Lib. And then fusion off. Go into Guardian Chimera. Then Guardian Chimera, Adlib, Lost. So Lost is going to go search for Carrier, which is a monster negate. And then they're going to bring back Mirror Jade, draw 2, pop 1, normal summon, and then Mirror Jade effect to go ahead and out that. He said, nah, you're cracked. We also had Snow, monster negate. You're getting burnt every time you activate a card. So GG's. Next up is Ross. So we're going to see Nesh versus Ross. Team 1, hasn't lost one yet. Ross has to now reverse sweep for them to keep their $600. And we've seen Ross before on the channel multiple times. Last time we saw Ross, it was in an IronMan. Ross had won 2 in a row, and it was going to match 5. And the winner won their team the IronMan. It was him versus Nesh, and Nesh won with DDD. So we are going to see Nesh win Rock, Paper, Scissors, Shoe, and they'll go first, 43 versus 50. Opening hands, we have Temple, branded in red, branded Fusion, Temple, and Aluber. They have Ogre, Fire Flint Lady, Psychic Tracker, Tour Guide, and Wings. So this is a cool deck to see, like Phantom Knight with extenders and stuff. See Fire Flint Lady. So Temple effect, banish, go search for right, and then activate right, special summon token, and then bring out Fateful from deck. Activate Fateful effect, chain Ogre on that. And then branded Fusion. So branded Fusion, dump Tragedy, Fawn of Albaz, special summon out Lubellion, and then Lubellion and Tragedy, grab Adlib. And then put back, bring out Mirror Jade. And it's this standard opening is extremely strong. They're trying to use Temple effect again, but they already did it. Said, my bad. Yeah, no point of using the effects. They already opened up the branded in red. Pass, draw Graph. Okay, not a good draw, because that's what Tour Guide was going to summon. Tour Guide effect. Still summons out the Graph. And then think here, they let this go. Special summon out Tracker. Guess they're letting this go, because what are they going to do? Turn those into Cherubini, Graph, summon out Seer, effect, banish Cherubini, Seer doesn't do anything. Cool, nice. I spent 2 cards to lose to Mirror Jade. And we still have another Mirror Jade, Guardian Chimera. It's Phantom Knight has such a hard time pushing through this with Engine. It's practically impossible. Go for Break Sword, Mirror Jade to out it. Not like this. Oh, looking for IronMan team. That's an L. Looking for IronMan team. So going on to the next game, we're going to get to see Phantom Knight go first. Opening hands, we have Edgem, Chain, Droplet, Poly, Droplet, branded in red. Ooh, not a good hand. Could become a good hand, though. They have Ancient Cloak, E-Telly, Fogblade, Fireflint Lady, and Ogre. One thing about Rosh's deck that we've seen before, They are playing a Sold, you know, playing Aqua Dolphin, getting to do combos, not playing the, they were not doing like Enforcer, Scythe Lock, or anything like that. Going to Cherubini. Am I hostage? They're gonna dump, effect. I don't even know what that means. Am I hostage? Like in this scenario? But Graph to go summon, bring out Seer. Then get rid of those, go for Rusty. Seer effect, special summon back out Cherubini from the graveyard. And then Rusty effect to try to dump Ancient Cloak. Yeah, and that's just trying to bluff your hand trap. They're going to dump, set Shade, banish Ancient Cloak to go search, grab Boots, and then special summon out Boots. It doesn't summon out Torn Skills. Special summon out Shade, turn those into a Sold, and then a Sold effect on summon to go search. Playing in the Ogre a little bit. Maybe they thought they would have already got Ogre on Cherubini. You know, Ogre's also not popular right now, but to be fair, their whole team has been playing Ogre. Bring out Aqua Dolphin. Go for Appaloosa before deciding to use Aqua Dolphin effect, which is pretty good because they hit the Edge chain there. Oh, they're just going to show their whole hand, but I mean, you kind of have to show your whole hand for this, but they're going to hit the Edge chain, burn for 500, and then when they use the effect to try to go search, you just Appaloosa negate that. Yeah, you know their hand isn't very good. Like, it's going to be extremely tough to get out of this. Like, the opponent's going to have to mess up a lot, and then you're... I don't even know. Torn Scale effect, lagging a little bit. So Torn Scale, discard Fogblade, dump Ragged Gloves, overlay those for Sea Dragon. Sea Dragon effect, attach, bring out Ancient Cloak effect, target Rusty, make it gain 800. Ragged Gloves, dump Wings, Fogblade, summon out Torn Scale, overlay, go for Sea Dragon. Sea Dragon effect, bring out Ragged Gloves. One cool thing about the multiple Sea Dragon play is your follow-up is even more insane than normal. And then overlay, go for F-Zero, go for Draco, banish Wings, summon Torn Scale, overlay, go for Breaksword, Rusty effect, and Gloves effect. I mean, yeah, make it gain 1,000. Mandatory effect. Summon those back out. And then get rid of those. Go for Anaconda. Anaconda effect. Pay 2,000. And then dump. And that takes the 500 that he's supposed to take off the Aqua Dolphin. Go for Dragoon. Verte effect. Target the F-Zero. Chain Dragoon to negate it. That makes it to where their Fogblade will be able to special summon back out Breaksword to the Rusty Zone. Banish to add back Phoenix Blade. Even banishes the Ancient Cloak. That's kind of crazy. Like, they're banishing Ancient Cloak to grab Phoenix Blade. Maybe you just, like, don't grab back Phoenix Blade? Or, nah, because it's like... Boots, go search Fogblade. I mean, it's just game. Their hand, like, the opponent's hand is so weak. Draw called by. Game 3. Let's see. Is Nesh about to sweep? Nesh going to go first. We have Temple, Foolish, Snow, Tragedy, Edge Chain. They have Harpy's Feather Duster, Knight, Droll, Wings, Ancient Cloak. So they have Engine. They have Droll. They have Harpies, which, you know, can possibly get rid of 2 interruptions. Activate Temple effect. Banish, go search right. Resolution. Activate Droll and Lockbird. Have Mercy. Bring out Token. Bring out Faithful with right. Normal summon out Tragedy, Fateful effect to go search, or equip Draco back, and that's just to get another card for Snow. Well, not search, but equip. That gives them another card for Snow, and then get rid of those. Go for Anaconda effect, sending the Branded Fusion. So send Branded Fusion, Fawn of Albaz, Anaconda, bring out Mirror Jade, activate Foolish Burial. And then Foolish Burial to go dump Shrouded. And then Shrouded effect. And that's pretty good too because they have Tragedy. So they can Shrouded, go dump Branded in red. Put that back. And then Tragedy, banish to set Branded in red. Pass, draw Tour Guide. Whoo! I mean, they already had a normal summon set up. Activate Harpies here. They're going to chain Branded in red, grab back the Fallen of Albaz, then get rid of Fallen of Albaz and edge him chain, go for Lubellion. The Faithful is gone though from Harpies, and then they're going to use Lubellion effect, getting rid of Snow. That's another interruption. They're going to get the put back, and that's going to be another interruption. Go for the Dragostapelia, normal summon Tour Guide 1, Knight 2. They're thinking they're going to chain to negate Tour Guide, stopping Graph from coming out. They have 2 bodies on board. And they actually can't go for Cherubini here because this takes 2 level 3s, and Dragostapelia is going to make its level become level 1. Cherubini does lose out the Mirror Jade effect though, and if they had another extender, they were losing out the Snow. They don't have another extender, so they're going to lose anyways. Go ahead, smack that. GG's, run back, GG's. Jesse cannot run back, maybe next week. Bye, have a good one. Shout out to Jesse and Pack. I didn't see the Abalon play. Abalon play? I meant like game 1, right? Where he summoned this out, used the effect of fusion, and then Polly got rid of this. I think that's the play he's talking about. That play was pretty clean. Oh, he might mean the Shrouded Dragon play this game. That play was also clean though. Yeah. You can go ahead and check out their YouTube if you want to. I actually I commentated this IronMan live, so like I kind of already knew the results. I'm not gonna lie, which made it a little bit weird to like make the video on this. I think that if there's another one of these live and I commentate it, I'm not going to upload it since I kind of already know what's going to happen. Like, I already knew Nesh 130, obviously. I commentated this live. But it was cool going over, like, the play for play, seeing the hands, seeing who allowed Tri-Brigade to enter this turn. Who was like, let's build a team, alright? And the decks that we're going to play is Tri-Brigade, Phantom Knight, and Bright Kid. What? Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no. If I was to build a team of 3 different decks at this exact moment in an IronMan, like right now, how I'm feeling, it would be one Sword Soul player. Because Sword Soul has a pretty good matchup against, like, it doesn't just fold against anything. It is decent versus, like, Flunderies. I mean, so does this deck. So I think I have a Tenyi deck. I think I have a Despia deck. And then I would have me on the goo. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe I'll just play Prank Kid. Yeah, I'd probably just play Prank Kid, but just because we would already have 2 decks that can beat Despia, Despia Mirror, Sword Soul. But with all that being said, we are going to see Team 1, Team Luxury, win $600 here, and Team 2 is going to be down $600. That's pretty big. That's a pretty big wager. $200 each. That was a weird IronMan, I gotta say. I definitely gotta say. But like I said, there's probably going to be big IronMans like this in the future, not too far away. And that would be very interesting to watch. I know Team Cincinnati, Cincy boys, they said that they wanted to play against them. Oh, that would be interesting to watch. And then I think even my team, Midwest Gaming, was getting in the contacts with Luxury. But if I got to put up my own $200, I'm out. I'm not doing that. $200 for a wager, Yu-Gi-Oh? That's crazy. That's, I don't know. I'm broke. Oh, well, I'm cheap. I don't do stuff like that no more. I'd put up like $10. That's content. So I could play a $200 match or a free match, and either way, if I upload it, it's probably just gonna be the same match. right? I guess you get better quality. Well, you'd think you'd get better quality out of a $600 Iron Man. But with that being said, the DB Grinder is signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.